Urban Nights, my people. How is the family? Definitely good to see you again. We want to get into some cognitive dissonance, mind play, to forget about it, purposeful, deja vu. What you talking about? Huh? You know what I'm talking about. You know anything about Gypsy, you know anything about us over here on the urban side. We are very much about not playing games and being honest. So since we looking at you ain't enough, well, let's just go in, right? How is it that you every day put yourself, your children, your coworkers, your friends, your family through forms of acculturation, being a culture vulture, taking other people's rituals, holidays, festivities, and treating them as though they're your own? All right. Well, maybe you don't know who this person is, right? You don't know who Thomas is. You might not know about Isatar, Nimrod. Well, you've been biting on the culture. You've been stealing. You've been caught with your hand in the cookie jar and you ain't putting that Nan box back, Swisher, and nothing else. You hear me? So, well, look, I find it weird that you say you Muslim, you Christian, you Pentecostal. The list goes on, right? And on, right? But you celebrating was put in an almost demonic or evil way, which actually none of those things are bad things in a way. It's all about duality. But that's neither here or there. You take other people's shit, other people's culture, you put it in your own, and you make excuses like, oh, well, we needed followers, we needed help, we were trying to save them, we were doing this, we were doing that, we were doing God's work. No, you was taking other people's shit to lie like you was fucking with them. Period. You can't take somebody else's shit and put it as your own and then come back and say something else. That's fair. I don't really care how you feel about it. Be truthful here. Stop playing the games, man. Use your head. Wake up. Easter is about Jesus. Christmas is about Jesus, according to the religious folk. You also say it's your holiday. Well, I beg differ. Oh, in that little second box, right hand column, yeah. But that ain't the buy for me either. That's something else. Either way, we gonna keep it pushing on that. The problem when you take somebody else's culture, you take somebody else's stuff, and you don't show admiration, you don't give respect, you don't give homage, you don't leave receipts. It shows that you're dishonest. It shows that you cannot be giving or about the truth. Period. fuck what you talking about. So, with that being said, if you are going to use these festivities, these holidays, these holy days, these hallow days, as you call them, then venerate them correctly to who created them, according to antiquity, according to etymology, so forth and so on. Even history, if you want to get into that. Right? A lot of stuff I shouldn't have to explain. I will later on in the video. I'm trying to get you to visually as well open your mind, open your pineal gland, declassify, become the greatest version of yourself. Period. Fuck the opposition. Period. There ain't no love for them like there ain't no love for you. That's how they sit across from each other at their table. I don't know why you treat yours any different. I can't help but be somewhat disgusted and almost enraged about how the level of cognitive dissonance and just outright lying and monarch butterfly type theory and philosophy and just brainwashing and alt-right propaganda that you be out there spitting to yourself and other people and your children, lying and dismaying the babies. And you wonder why when they get older they don't trust you. And it all starts off early in the game when you telling them the things. Now, it's really coming out about the whole gender identification with clothing. And also the baby shower. But that ain't even really the issue, y'all. The issue here, the issue that we have, is that y'all allow the cartoons, you allow the television and other personalities to invade that child's space and give them a different perspective than what you're talking about. And you don't tell them the true history about Christmas, about St. Valentine or Valentine's Day, about Halloween or De los Muertos or the month of the dead, of honoring ancestors. You see? You don't break down Christmas. You come with these characters. You come with these personalities. And then you sit up there and you knock down intentionally those and dismay them and degrade their name for pointing out your obvious flaws, your obvious level of having some kind of maybe multiple personality. Maybe you need to be in a program. I've worked with people for many years off and on in programs, so I understand. Maybe that's what you need. But don't sit up here and say that you have the same mind, body, and so forth, and this and that the third, and you can stand on your 10, and then when we get in these conversations, you get all up in your feelings. You see, we ain't gonna do none of that. Because you know Gypsy will bust that ass. Ain't gonna bust that ass. So, the Yule tree, the winter solstice, okay? This is something that supersedes you. You use the word pagan as though it's something that's just outright sinister. This means that it's before your books, before any time dates of your God, or your gods, or your saints. And then the thing about it, how do Christians and people of Catholicism be jumping back and forth? 1 minute you saying you don't believe in saints as far as people of Christendom. And then the next minute you saying that you are with people of Catholicism and you do believe in saints. When the book itself that you call the Bible, that's not the Pentateuch. So therefore, that happens to be the Catholic book. Hello? So Pentateuch belongs to the Jew, and it's just like y'all just like to play these games. I don't have time to play games, right? I need you to do your research. I need you to tap in and do what it do, baby. Gypsy, love y'all. This is being filmed in February right now. You understand? I want you to do the best thing. I want you to put your best foot forward. I want you to wake up and understand and overstand of what's going on. And either you stand on one side or the other. If you decide that you want to go along and straddle the fence and do both, then you do that. But if you saying that you are a true believer, you are a true follower in your faith, in your religion, then you do that too. Either way, we gonna call it for what it is. You understand? And notice how the wordplay, the receipts, the skipping around, all this stuff not only comes organic, but it comes together. You understand? Because it's something that you have to put together like Legos. You stack that up and you can build a pyramid, you can build a house, you can build the stairway to heaven if that's what you decide to do. And I don't mean that figuratively, I mean that mentally and as far as a rising oneself. I also understand that there's a problem with people attacking spirituality because they're saying that you put in your faith or your power in yourself and not in God. Well, I think, and I was always been told from my remembering and from my conversations and from my literature that also says that you are a child of God. But that's neither here nor there. Y'all just need to stop playing with the boo-boo and pick a side. You understand? And trust me, we don't need no more witches and nothing over here. So if you think I'm trying to recruit you or something over here to fuck with this, that ain't never what it's about. But over here, it's all about that boss shit. You understand me? You do what you do, I do what I do. I'm just giving you the information. We ain't here for that. We here for simply one thing, and that's the problem that we are having in our communities, in our schools. Because the whole St. Valentine's Day thing and things like that too, how do you feel like that's appropriate for you to do at work, let alone for a child to do at school when it's about sexual encounters? It has to do with intimacy. It has to do with flirtation. It has to do with sexual harassment, work protocol, school protocol. I mean, this is like, y'all like to play these games and then understand and understand what those cards are about, which I've already went into another video, but they have to do with an invitation to have some type of intimate encounter, leading to some kind of intercourse or intercourse, whatever the hell it may be. You do the math on that. You understand? Stop taking people's stuff that don't belong to you, redressing it, reworking it. Just because you buy a used car and you repaint it, don't make that fact that that car belonged to somebody else before you. You always remember that. That's why you do the research on that, right? You do the Carfax on that, right? You want to know, right? So if you want to know, and you do know, just stop acting like you don't. Either we gonna lie together, live together, fight and argue, everything else, or we just not gonna fuck with each other at all. But what we not gonna do is sit up here across the table at the domino game, maybe at a sporting event, whatever it could be. You understand? Hopefully more of a family gathering or some type of barbecue, things of that particular magnitude of people getting together and don't need some so-called entertainers, but entertain themselves with such things such as board games, you know, some spades, some bid whist, some dominoes. You know what I'm talking about? We want to get back to the old school horseshoes, throwing the darts, you know, people learning how to shoot the shit, all that and above. You know what I'm talking about? But we're not doing that no more. It ain't no old school cookouts. It ain't no old school BMX marathons. We not rocking out with the cock out. All this old social media and all this old video game shit that's taking over. It was a time when motherfuckers couldn't even do none of that. You had to come home, do homework, and get the fuck up out. You know what I'm talking about? But that's when, you had arcades, drive-ins was actually fun, and, just going out to actually do things like how go get it, and doorbell ditch, and other situations that you don't even know about. But back to y'all with this cognitive dissonance. Well, Gypsy, I just want you to know, from me to you, from a witch, from Gypsy herself, from Sparecaster Blue 6, that what you celebrate according to religion, December 25th, is supposed to be about Jesus, from what you tell me, from what I practiced many years ago. Okay? Well over 2 decades ago. So if that's the case, and Jesus did everything that you say and that is written, that has been spoken, and has been brought to light, then why? Why, oh why would you give that power away? The admiration for someone that is bigger than stature itself. Adorn him with a holiday, a holy day, a holiday. And then turn around and make the holiday against everything that you were told not to do. Not only do you turn around and you make it all about yourself, and you use your family and other people to say, oh, it's not about me, it's about the kids, it's about the gifts, but that Santa gonna make sure I get something. I'm gonna have someone eat the motherfucking tree. Amazon gonna drop me off a package. Yeah, okay. How about giving all that money to the church or the temple or the synagogue or whatever that is that you partake into? How about giving that to the community? How about putting together a pot of pool to rebuild that park or fix that light, or things that your Messiah, that your God, that your deity would do? Real activism. But instead, it's about laptops and iWatches, Louis Vuitton shades. Now, don't get it twisted. Little Bobby need his glasses, and little Susie, well, she got real talent, so she need her ballerina classes. I get that. I get that totally. But that's what their birthday and other holidays are supposed to be about. Not on Jesus' day. And who is this person? Santa? Are you taking someone else's culture again from the UK? And are you going to talk about Krampus? Are you going to talk about the taking and the giving of gifts? Are you going to talk about the chains? Are you going to talk about how little kids are kidnapped? Are you going to see? We have a problem. Is this story? Is this holiday? Is this pivotal point each year about Jesus? Or is it about something totally different that people are working hard for, day in, day out, for enough time just to snap a few photos of gratitude, of gratification, of the look of joy and so forth on their family members, lovers, friends, husbands, wives, boyfriends, side pieces, trick daddies, sugar mamas, whatever, that are receiving those gifts of holly joy. And I ain't even going into the mistletoe and how you take the tree and it's a Yule tree and you cut it down and you put it in water and then you put, instead of putting candles on it, which is really what it is, you now want to be safer, so you put lights, electronic lights on it. And then you realize that, well, we could take somebody else's stuff and they've been coming around because these trees weren't originally cut down. They were grown outside in people's yards and so forth and so on. So then you start putting witch bulbs and other, oh my goodness. Anyway, is this story about Jesus or Christmas? I ask you again, is it about Jesus or about Christmas? You see, I need you to over wake up. I need you active. I need you living. You see? I need you to be responsible because, you see, the problem that you come looking for any kind of information like this is because you know already. And you want reassurance. You want someone else to say, you know what, I felt that same way. You want someone else to have those eyes like the cat in Shrek. You understand? Is it about Jesus? His life story? His journey? His death, his resurrection? Is that what Christmas and Easter are about? Or are they about some rabbit and some fat guy with a beard and flying reindeer? And a rabbit that don't lay eggs? Huh? Or is it about Nimrod and Easter time? Some Arapsis and Tammuz? Huh? Huh? The ancestors is talking to you. You need to wake up, man. What you see when you look in the mirror? Like for real. Is your pineal speaking to you right now? Huh? Is the back of your head on fire? Well, it need to be. Because the storm is coming. You need to make a decision. Hmm? Huh? Is the image really deleted? That's weird. Is it? Who's sitting in that chair? I ain't tripping off the color and all that. We ain't gonna even get into all that. Bye. Cut all that out. That's just more of my team, your team. We ain't got time for all that. Gypsy, we talking truth. You understand? What's going on? Where you at? Well, I don't know, man. This right here, I can go on for hours, but you know, I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna go stick to the subject. But I give receipts because that's what Gypsy do. Gypsy love you. You understand? You don't even know Gypsy, and Gypsy love you. That's the way Gypsy works. You understand? Who else does this for you? Who gives it to you in this form, man? Who really give you the receipt and then bust your ass on top of it to make sure that you overstand and understand? You looking at it from the top and the bottom. You understand what I'm talking about? You didn't work that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Well, look at here. You gonna choose what you choose. You gonna do what you do, right? But we're not gonna play this cognitive dissonance. You should be way uncomfortable. You should be way wanting to change the channel. You know, now you trying to smoke. Now you trying to check your phone and yeah. All that. But you know what? I ain't gonna even bust your ass because your ass is busted. And you know it. Busted. Itchy boo boo brain ass. Itchy boo boo brain ass. Exactly. Like, what? Boy, look. Life is for the living, which means that you gotta be living, which means that you gotta be here. And if you here, you gotta be accountable. And to be accountable, that means you gotta stand for something or you gotta fall for everything. And you can't let nobody misguide you, mislead you, show you receipts and win your favor. I don't want your favor. I want you to think. That's what I need you to do. And then when you figure it out, you need to wake up them people around you. And if they don't wake up, then they not your people. At least not your close people. You need to have hitters and real people around you. And hitters is not a action word as far as violence. That means people that are going to take action as far as liberation and love of you to make sure that you going to be 100. They going to tell you the truth when your breath stink, when you got shit still in the toilet, booger out your nose. Yeah, them kind of people. That's what you need around you. Gypsy. So, we know that if you shit on an ice cream cone, it ain't chocolate. And yeah, that part. You see it. We already went there, but yeah, we going there again because the video ain't over with yet. I ain't done with your ass. You understand me? Sit your ass back down. You got another Swisher pack. You got some more motherfucking more cigarettes. You got some more coffee. There's some more water over there. Some more organic vegan tea. Sit your ass down. You understand me? Thank you. Gypsy. All right. Now, where you at? You still playing games? Or is you with it? You playing games, huh? Well, this ain't the dude. Getting dressed up to go to Easter Sunday to meet somebody to have some Easter sex on Easter Sunday. You looking cute and so handsome and all this so other shit with the perfect hairline and crispiness and all that. That ain't what it's about. This ain't about you on that day. This ain't your holiday. Fuck you talking about? Motherfuckers don't buy outfits on their day, but you go buy it on another day to go to church that you don't go to faithfully and have people there you don't like or want to fuck or want to beat up anyway. I ain't talking to the regular devouts because they already bust your ass every weekend or whenever they see you every 3 or 4 times a year. They bust that ass anyway. I'm talking about who you know who I'm talking about because you playing them games. You understand me? You still taking pictures with this dude? You still taking your kids to take pictures with this dude, but then telling your kid that it's about Jesus? Come on, man. Yeah. Gotta get that dopamine real quick, Gypsy. Ain't that what you saying? Yeah, Gypsy, I gotta get my dopamine. I gotta take these selfies, these pics. I gotta get my likes up. Oh, I got to be out there fitted and gritted and sitted. I gotta be skinning and grinning. No, that ain't what it's about. That ain't what it's look good every day. Skin and grin every day. Don't go fake and impersonate and step on somebody else's holiday, do acculturation of taking their rituals, their particular practices and traditions, take them on as your own, and then not even take it on as your own, because you're saying that you're doing it for this saint, for this person, and then you ain't even doing it for them. You're doing it once again for yourself, and then you saying that you a religious person. Religious people ain't for themselves, and I got them all in my family. My mom, my sister, my brother, a lot of people, and I love them all to death. And they love me too. I might be the outsider on many things. I might be the black sheep, but I am Gypsy. And I don't candy coat a motherfucking thing. The only thing I like candy coating is some shit in the bedroom, and that's a different situation. Gypsy. Y'all better cut this shit out. This is not what it's about. Now, as far as, bro, pans over there, that's a different situation. But you showing up to look cute or look handsome or look clean or look fly or look smooth or dappered up for this joyous event in the wrong premise, for the wrong reason, with the wrong intentions, for the wrong reasons, knowing that it has something that's supposed to be holy, holistic, uplifting, and spiritual from the highest high of themselves. Okay. Or are you doing it for this reason? Or are you doing it for the reason of the festival? Huh? I mean, I fucks with the craft. I'm a witch, so I definitely use rituals for the purpose of the ritual. That's the point of casting spells. But y'all say y'all don't fuck with that. But you taking people's stuff. You know, I got a lot of love for y'all. And Gypsy wants you to be happy. I want you to be successful. I want you to be where you want to be, whatever that is, right? But I need you to sit there and think. I need you to take time and really put forth the effort and understand and understand that if you celebrating Christmas, and you saying you're Christian, it's for Jesus. It's for Jesus Christ. So for that benevolent one as none other. The same thing goes for Easter. Don't sit up here and get mad at me for me telling you what's cracking. For me pointing out the fact that you play games. That at 1 minute you sign a gift to your children, to your lover, to your friend, to your side piece or whoever, saying Santa, the next one got your name on it. It's the same handwriting, same hand, same pen, same everything. You ain't representing no Jesus or nobody else wearing crucifixes because Jesus is specifically told no graven images, okay? It specifically said that you're not supposed to put his likeness or depictions, okay? All of the things that y'all know that y'all ain't supposed to do. But you get mad at people like me, so-called people of the bad side, of the dark. We conceive to be evil, sinister. Well, telling the truth is those things, and so be it. For calling you out for what you are, then so be it. If this video ain't about you, then you shouldn't be feeling no type of way. But if you're still feeling a certain type of way, then everything is about you. All I can say is you need to read the book that you say that you stand on. And if you really did just a lot of just that alone, then we wouldn't really be having this conversation. This video, you would already be like, bro already on it. Bro's the dude. I'm gonna subscribe all the shit. I'm gonna then send do the PayPal account. You know what I mean? All the shit. But You ain't about that. You see, life is for the living, man. And when you are part of Acculturation, MK Ultra, Manchurian Candidate, The Matrix, The Veil, whatever you want to call it, too much drugs, maybe the lack thereof. In life, it's only truth and bullshit. When you adorn a title, when you hold up a title, you gotta live up to that. And if you haven't done the work, then you don't deserve that. You need to dethrone yourself or retract and go back and do the research. Separate yours from others. Let them know that mine is about Jesus and Jesus only. And there ain't no Santa Claus or ain't no pictures. I ain't taking no children there. We ain't lying about no gifts. Ain't nobody coming down my chimney. We ain't putting no Yule trees in our stuff. We ain't putting no Christmas trees. We definitely ain't gonna hang any type of mistletoe. Y'all be if I was to really tell y'all sometime about how hard y'all be going in, I would have to go in. And I ain't even really got in on y'all yet. I ain't yet. Gypsy really ain't got in on y'all asses yet. But I love you. I want you to stay forever 100 with yourself. Look yourself in the mirror for real and say, you know what, today is the day. I ain't got to admit it to nobody but myself. I'm not living in the Matrix no more. Fuck both pills. I'm doing me. I don't need your help. Be self-made. Be independent. Live your own life. You understand? Stand for something. Invest in knowledge. Knowledge of self and kind. Understand that the warfare we got going on is bigger than so-called race or religion or politics. It's poisoning everything from deodorant to the air to the water to the concrete to the fucking clothes on our back to the bras across your tatas. You understand me? The condoms is even fucking laced. Gypsy. I love y'all. I hope you love Gypsy too. You keep it 100. And you go back and rewind and hit pause on them receipts. I'm gone.